Most business owners don't fail because they don't know how to edit. They fail because they second guess what to post every single time. Look, I get it. I know thinking of content can be overwhelming. You're either waiting for inspiration, you're overthinking ideas, you try to reinvent the wheel, but the reality is there is a proven method that already works. And the truth is there's a very clear difference between a creator and a business owner. A creator is here to entertain, a business owner is here to educate and solve a problem. Simple. That being said, your content as a business owner should answer three simple things. What does your ideal client want? What does your ideal client struggle with? And what is your ideal client curious about? Simple. Now, in my last video, I talked about batching content, and that's how to not waste time, especially when you're running a business. You can sit down for a couple of hours once a month, if not twice a month, and record a full month of content in those sessions. But today I want to break down one of the first steps, and that's ideation, coming up with the ideas, what you want to talk about, what you want to, how you want to present it, right? And there's two ways. It's either manual or automatic with AI, which uses a little bit of manual labor on your case, like with typing and stuff like that. But anyways, there's two ways: manual, AI. Simple. Now, I want to bring out the whiteboard because honestly, I just like it. Look, I know I'm in my bedroom, but I think this does well when it comes to education. So if you're going the manual route, there are a few ways for you to find content ideas, and it's not that hard. You own a business, so the first way you can come up with content ideas is answering frequently asked questions. FAQs. I'm not too sure if you can see that because this is pink and I have this light and blah blah blah, but FAQs, right? If that's not enough, you can read comments that are asked on your content or anywhere else. So the second thing is comments. Typically, your ideal customer or client will have comments or questions that need answers. So that is content. Third, what you can do is study competitors. Maybe this is a horrible marker. You're not the only person that does what you do, trust me. And there's probably going to be more successful people on social media than you. So the one thing that you can do is study their content. Don't copy directly, but you can study their content and recreate it in your own way, put your own personality into it. So these are three simple ways. Now, to break off how to study competitors, here is the best practice. TikTok is a great platform to study content. Not only that, but to find content that works because it mixes a broad amount of educational entertainment content, short or long, right? And that's what's beautiful about TikTok is you can post almost anything and it will outperform your content on Instagram. When you're trying to find content, you want to use TikTok. Here's what you do. It's a few simple steps. You search up your niche. So that means you go into the search bar, type in what you do, boom, first step, number one. Second step is you filter out the most liked videos in the last 3 months. So we're going to draw a heart, most liked videos in 3 months. What that's going to do is filter out all the old viral content away because the last 3 months are going to be the most relevant. Now, when you find the pieces of content that have gotten the most likes in the last 3 months, you should then copy and paste, we'll put C and P, those links into a document so that you can refer back to revisit those content ideas in the future. That is how you can manually find and create content ideas for your business that actually work because, like I said, they have been the most liked in the last 3 months. Now we can talk about AI. Uh, AI is beautiful because you can use AI for hooks, captions, ideas, scripts, the whole nine. But the mistake that people make is that they think AI is used to replace everything. No, you need to enhance everything, not replace anything. So your initial ideas can be enhanced if you just type them into AI and ask it how to be better. But to skip that step, you can actually use this AI, which I have a link down in the bottom, Sandcastle. Boom, boom, boom. What Sandcastle does is give you the ability to analyze the competitors' social media platforms in your niche. All you have to do is type in their at name or type in your niche in the search bar, and it finds the most viral videos for you. And once you're in Sandcastle, you then have the ability to analyze everything about that specific piece of content. So that goes hooks, captions, and it will break down scripts. Oh, and the visuals. So you can either go manual or go AI to save you time. But I would recommend starting manual so you don't spend any extra money. You learn the process of what to do because it's always good to understand the process and why you do things. You should understand because you're a business owner. Understand why and what you're doing before you try to make it easier for yourself. Cool. And yeah, this is literally how you can do the manual part just with AI. If you want my exact workflow, I actually use both. Why? Because I just feel like it. And I'm a little bit insane. When I'm on my phone, it's late at night. I don't want to wake up my girlfriend. I don't want to get up out of bed. I use my phone. I just go to TikTok and I do the whole manual part. But my ideal workflow would be the second one. Why? Because it saves time. Although it may cost money, it saves time. And like I said in the last video, the whole purpose of you creating content and how you should create it is to save you time but also make you money on the back end. And the more content you can create or recreate in your own way in a faster amount of time, I'm going to fully support that. It's just going to make your life a whole lot easier. That whole process is how you can save. This is a clock, by the way. Save time when it comes to ideas, but it's also how you never run out of content ideas because there's so many competitors in your niche that you aren't aware about all over the world. And what might be happening in another state, another country, could easily work for you in your local market. All it takes is that first step in implementing the things that already work and stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Stop overthinking your content. Stop worrying about how you look, how you sound. Listen, the way you need to look at content is that it's data. The more you post, the more data you have to correct over time. And that's just a simple fact. We'll go into the data aspect a little bit later. But this is the first step into content creation, batching content. It's finding all the ideas, putting it into a document for you to refer back to, and creating your own system that works for you to record, edit, and then post. So if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts on this. And if you want one on one coaching, I have my free consultation link below for us to hop on a call. Look, you'll be working directly with me. I'm not like any of these other gurus trying to push you off to someone else. You're going to work directly with me. You'll speak directly with me, and we could talk about how we can work together. Now, we may not be able to, depends on where you're at with your business, but at least you'll walk away with free knowledge, free game instead of sitting down listening to my horrible YouTube videos. So that's that, and have a good one.